Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Monday, and we're at the 15th of June, 2020. Well, as we take a look at the markets, we're down, but we've recovered rather dramatically. You do understand we were 600 points lower than this in the Dow. We were down, another 300 points, almost 250 points in the NASDAQ. You're up 70 off the lows in the S&P. That doesn't mean we're turning around. You all know that we're hearing about more cases, especially in the United States, about COVID taking off North Carolina, be it Arizona, Florida, even Washington State is seeing this taking off, and other states are coming up in their numbers. There's an argument as to whether or not it has to do with more testing and therefore more cases, or if there's a real pickup. Appears to me from everything I'm reading, it is something of a pickup as people go out and they're just abandoning their masks and so on. And Governor Cuomo's arguing about it, threatening to shut down New York City because of it. As we see, though, in the metal markets, they're down, and their risk is real. China has seen another resurgence. Now, it's happening in Beijing this time in a market that is much bigger. They claim that the market where it happens, it's vegetables and so on, is 20 times the size of what happened in Wuhan, and they have locked that down. So, with that, the question is, where did it come from? China's pointing at Europe, saying it came in on salmon. Salmon travels by boats. If it only lasts 3 days or so, how did it live through that? I don't have all the answers. When you look at the dollar index and the euro, I mean, you talk about crazy trading in currency, this is it. I mean, they don't generally get caught up in this quite these ways, but it is. And the question is it because of what Fed Chair Powell said last week? I don't know. Did he scare the market? Well, we know he did that. We're seeing energy prices dropping back today, and they're dropping back rather hard. Remember, we were just pushing $40 in WTI crude. We're back to under 35 today. You were up, 42, 43 in the Brent, and you're still seeing natural gas under pressure. Bonds and notes had a big bid this morning. They've given up some of that as the market in this phase, at least after the initial sell-off, had a bounce. We'll see what that all means. When we look at the data, this is part of what rescued the stock market. It took a look, in my opinion, at the New York Fed Empire State manufacturing numbers, and the fact that you're opening, look at these jumps in all these numbers. That's to be expected. It's good. It's not growth, but it's getting to those numbers. That's the important thing. The second wave, well, you know what's going on there. China's economic numbers, even with them being open as much as they are, they're not quite hitting what people thought they were going to hit, so that's a little bit negative. Europe said, their stats agency said that the Eurozone trade surplus, well, it fell 2.9 billion euros. We'd expect that considering how trade has been going. Canada's April manufacturing, now remember the word April. You're getting now into June. We're in June. That fell 31.3% from the prior month, but I understand housing there did a little bit better. You know, one of the things you might want to consider is that each morning I start recording at approximately 5:40 in the morning, 40 charts. I review them on all the major futures areas. I point out what's going on in Asia, Europe, the United States. I'm going to give you fundamental analysis. I'm going to bring into it as well what I see on the charts. I'm going to give you specific buy and sell. Some of them will be positions, some will be in and out trades, and I cover all these different sectors. And by the way, there'll be a slide bar on our website. You just pull it and it lights up and it tells you what sector you're in, so you don't have to worry where is that part of the chart. You don't have to be searching for it. How do you get this? It's simple. Go to our website at www.iraepstein.com. Under the word research, which you'll see on the top of the website, it explains this video as well as our Spider ETF videos that I put out in the afternoon, again for subscribers. I'm Ira Epstein. I'll see you today at the end of the day. And no, folks, I did take off on the weekend and enjoyed myself for 2 days. That's why you didn't see on YouTube the weekend edition of my videos. I've been very good about it, but I need a day or two to myself every now and then. And the weekend in Chicago was gorgeous. You have a good weekday. I will see you at the end of today. Take care now.